Recording music at home usually involves, well, quite a lot of stuff. You've got your microphone, an XLR cable, an audio interface, headphones, a laptop or an iPad, and then about 5 minutes of plugging everything together before you can even think about hitting record. But what if you could shrink that entire setup down into something that fits in your pocket? Because that's basically what this is. This is the HISONG AirStudio S1, and it's one of the more unusual bits of music recording gear I've come across in a while. Inside the little capsule is a microphone, unsurprisingly, a full audio interface, wireless in-ear monitors, onboard DSP effects, and the ability to plug straight into your phone, tablet or computer, or be used wirelessly. So in theory you can record vocals, guitars, or whatever you want really, anywhere with almost no setup. In this video, I'll show you how the AirStudio S1 works, what makes it different from a normal microphone setup, and how you might actually use it in your music production workflow. So at first glance, the AirStudio S1 looks like a cute wee microphone, and I mean, well, it is, but it's also quite a bit more than that. Inside the AirStudio S1, you've got a dual mode microphone, meaning it can behave more like a condenser microphone or more like a dynamic microphone, depending on the mode you choose. It records at 24-bit/48 kHz, handles up to 137 decibels SPL, and has an integrated pop filter built in. There's also a built-in audio interface, as mentioned, wireless in-ear monitors for real-time monitoring, and a DSP processor that handles EQ, compression, reverb, and noise reduction, all inside this tiny wee device. Before we dive in and see how this works for music production, let's have a wee look at what comes in the box. In the HISONG AirStudio S1 box, you get this lovely premium feeling carry case that everything is wrapped up in. When opening it up, all parts of the kit are neatly organised and packaged. Very nice. The S1 comes with a custom windshield, and in this box is the AirStudio S1 microphone itself. There's a braided USB-C to USB-C cable, which seems to be good quality. There's a handy-dandy quick start guide and documentation for redeeming the included software. In this box is the wireless expansion set, and here is the included magnetic stand for the microphone. We also have rubber covers for the in-ear monitors, a really nice touch, and a couple of very useful adapters, a USB-C to Lightning adapter and USB-C to USB. The AirStudio S1 feels really high quality, with a fully metal grille over the capsule and solid plastic body. There's a USB-C port on the bottom for connecting to devices and charging, and a switch to turn the microphone on and select between cardioid and dynamic microphone modes here. On the other side are volume up and volume down buttons. You can also hold these to switch hardware monitoring on and off when connected to a DAW, and there's a mute button. Holding this button will also cycle through any presets you've set up in the HISONG app. More on that a bit later on. Sliding the case of the S1 downwards reveals the in-ear monitors. These are also really good quality and a very convenient way to monitor yourself when using the mic to record stuff. The convenience of having them slot right into the body of the mic when not in use cannot be overstated either. On the other side is the RX Mini, a USB-C wireless audio receiver that you attach to your recording device, your iPhone, iPad or Mac for example. That allows for wireless recording and monitoring with only 0.9 milliseconds of latency. All in all, this is a really impressive package and everything feels really sturdy and really good quality. Alright, so let's look at how you set this thing up to use it for music production. It's a really straightforward workflow. Alright, first off you want to turn on the AirStudio S1, select which microphone mode you want and plug it into your device. In my case I'm using GarageBand and I'll show you on both Mac and iOS, but I mean it works with pretty much any DAW on either platform. Next you want to create a new audio track. Usually you'll be prompted after connecting the mic whether you want to use it as your input/output device, but if not, you can select it as such via GarageBand's setting menu on Mac. or provided you're running iOS/iPadOS 26, you can use the system settings found here in the quick menu to select it as the input. Next, pop in the AirStudio S1's in-ear monitors. You can press and hold the volume up and down buttons on the mic itself to toggle hardware monitoring on or off. You might want to monitor direct from the S1 itself when tracking, as there is next to no noticeable latency. If you choose to monitor from your Mac/iOS device, latency can be a bit more hit and miss depending on what software you're using, though bear in mind I didn't run into any issues or any noticeable latency when using GarageBand or Logic on either Mac or iOS/iPad OS. And then you're just ready to record. It is as simple as that. So a quick note on these in-ear monitors. They let you monitor your recording in real time, and HISONG claims the latency is extremely low, as we mentioned, 0.9 milliseconds. Now, as anyone who's used Bluetooth headphones in a recording environment will tell you, that technology still isn't quite there, and you can't really get away with using Bluetooth headphones to monitor while you record. The latency is just too much. In practice, the AirStudio S1's wireless IEMs don't have that issue. They sound very natural when recording. It is pretty much instantaneous, which is really important because, as I'm sure you're aware, if monitoring latency is too high, it becomes really distracting, and trying to get a track down can be nigh on impossible. One of the interesting features here is that the mic can operate in two distinct modes. Condenser mode is designed for more detailed studio-style recordings. So if you're recording vocals, acoustic guitar, or any other acoustic instrument where you want the utmost clarity, this is probably the mode you'll want to go for. And here's an idea of the off-axis rejection and how the microphone deals with audio coming in from different sides. It is essentially an end address microphone, so you probably kind of want to have it pointed directly at your face anyway. Dynamic mode is more focused and rejects background noise better. That's definitely useful if you're recording somewhere that's maybe less controlled, like if you're travelling in a hotel room or an untreated room. And again, here's an idea of how the microphone deals with audio coming in from different areas around the microphone. Another thing the AirStudio does differently is that it can process your audio before it even reaches your DAW. Inside the mic, there's a DSP engine that can apply things like EQ, compression, reverb, limiting, and noise reduction. All controllable from the HISONG Link app. So instead of recording completely dry audio and processing it later, you can shape the sound while you're recording. For singers, the most obvious example is reverb. A bit of reverb in your monitoring mix can make recording feel much more natural. You can also save presets, so if you find a sound you like, you can recall it instantly next time. The HISONG Link app also allows users to bring in backing tracks and add their own recordings to them using the app's multi-track recording capabilities. I have the mic attached to my iPhone via the USB-C cable, and if I go ahead and hit record inside the HISONG Link app, then swap out to a track I've brought into the Files app, head back to the HISONG Link app, you can see it's being recorded in the backing track section. Now I can record through the HISONG AirStudio S1. And you can see my recording has been added to the other track. And when it's done, I can export out and have my recording and my backing track mixed down into one singular track. Really powerful stuff here. Now, the obvious question here is, who is this actually for? Because most producers will already have microphones and audio interfaces. Where the AirStudio really makes sense is portability. Now, the iPhone, for example, has some pretty decent built-in microphones, and using the Apple-made Voice Memos app, you can quickly and easily record some fairly good sounding demos and recordings. The HISONG AirStudio 1 coupled with the HISONG Link app takes this a step further though. You can capture audio from the mic directly in the app, and the process is just as straightforward as using voice memos. You can then export your recordings in a variety of formats and bring them into your DAW of choice. The HISONG Link app also gives you access to those effects we mentioned earlier, and a really flexible voice isolation feature, which does a great job of keeping your voice front and centre, even if you're recording in a noisy or busy environment. There are three different strengths here. There is light, there is a medium effect level, and a heavy noise reduction level. Depending on how loud the environment is that you're recording in, these will absolutely do the job for you. This lets you record proper audio without having to take your whole studio setup with you. So for example, you could be producing a track on the iPad, plug this straight in, record vocals, monitor wirelessly using those built-in IEMs, and just keep working without needing a traditional interface setup. Or if inspiration strikes, as it often does when you're away from home or you're away from your home studio, you can record a vocal take immediately instead of having to wait until you get home. Ultimately though, none of that matters unless this microphone sounds good, and that's where the HISONG AirStudio S1 really surprised me. For something this small, it actually sounds very clean and detailed. I mean, it's obviously not trying to replace a large, professional studio condenser mic in a completely well-treated room. But for demos, songwriting, or portable content creation, the quality here is genuinely quite impressive. There are also a few different versions of the AirStudio S1 available depending on what you need. The musician kit includes the microphone and the earbuds, as well as the built-in interface, DSP effects, etc. The creator kit adds a wireless USB receiver so you can connect and record without cables. and the master kit adds a receiver with a 3.5mm output for even more connection options. If you wanted to use this thing for live performance, for example, this is what you need. The AirStudio S1 is a really interesting idea, and I mean, I'm not the only one to think so. It actually was named as one of Time magazine's 50 greatest inventions of 2025. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. It's essentially trying to shrink a complete recording chain into a single portable device, and I mean, for certain workflows that really makes sense, and the fact that the audio it records sounds so good makes it a really compelling option. If you like the idea of being able to record high quality audio with almost no setup anywhere, then this thing might be right up your street. If you want to check out the HISONG AirStudio one yourself, you'll find the link to it down in the description below, right below the like button, coincidentally. And if you have any questions about how it works or about how it might fit into your music production workflow, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.